Okay, we're recording. So I'm super excited. I know Jamie's done like her first work with me's and stuff like that, but this is her first training. So she's nervous. I told her just to be her, do her. And she's just going to kind of share like her story and just she's had some aha moments over some trainings and stuff. So that's more or less what she's going to share. I'm just going to let her take it over. And if you want me to jump in at any time, just let me know.
Okay, so yeah, I'm super nervous about this, like shaking nervous. And I've been doing a lot of notes trying to prepare myself because I do not speak well in front of people, but I just thought maybe my story might just relate to just somebody because I started out good and then I had a really I really went flat for a little bit and I had to realize a lot of things. Um, so I have a really busy life. I have 3 boys. They keep me busy. Um, I'm married, been with my husband for 14 years now. Um, I started out when I first met him, I was in school going for nursing and with money and everything because I had moved out. I couldn't afford school. I was in a really expensive school. So I wasn't able to continue. And it was really a sad time in my life to have to quit. And then um, so then I got into the job that I'm in now. I've been there over 10 years. I am a manager at the airport and we have done a ton of things and I absolutely love my job. So that's been a struggle of mine too. Um, just trying to fit everything into my life, fitting in the business, fitting in who I am, but trying to continue being there because I really love what I do. And so about 2 years ago, I got into this program that was only 10 people across our entire company, and we're a huge company, that they let me go back to school and they're paying for it. And so I'm going back for my bachelor's degree right now. It's for human resources and I'm super excited for it, but that also keeps me busy. So it's really hard to fit all these things in to my life. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this business is because I wanted to get healthy. I wanted to make extra money. Money has just always been an issue. I'm a twin. And so like I feel like I relate to some of the twin moms in here just because they're always talking about just everything with the twins. And I know like growing up, I wasn't able to have a lot of things. I wasn't able to do like extracurricular activities because my parents couldn't afford it. Just all the things. And then when my parents got divorced, it made it even worse because there was just no money. And so I don't want my kids to have to go through that struggle. I want to be able to give them opportunities. I want to be able to give them the things that they need. I don't want to struggle to get groceries, like just everything. So I had been a couple years ago, I was in another network marketing job and I stayed there for a year and a half, and it wasn't for me. It was all about sales. They didn't teach us self-development. They didn't teach us community. Um, they, I didn't know that I wasn't getting anything out of it at first. I was putting a lot of money into it. I wasn't getting anything out. They taught us copy and paste, cold messaging. Like after a while, I just learned it wasn't for me. And so I just had to quit. So I actually met my upline. She was from my other network marketing job. And so I watched her and I watched her for like over a year. She was with Lavelle for a year already when I jumped in. And I knew that I needed to get into this. I could see she had energy. I needed her energy, with 3 kids and everything. I needed her energy and I needed happiness, and I could see like she had happiness. And I went in, I had never tried the products, never had a mini from her, nothing, because I just was never ready for it, but she never pushed me. And I really liked that too. But I knew I could trust her. And so I just decided to go all in with it. And so I did. And I didn't hit my VIPs, nothing like that. I haven't even hit a rank yet, but my first couple of months, they went pretty well. I had, quite a few people like interested in what I was doing, interested in the products. And so I was getting sales, and then all of a sudden it got quiet. So let's say about June, July. Um, and I I was trying to figure out who I was, what I needed to do. And it was that I wasn't looking to serve, I was looking to sell. And I needed to figure out who I was and get into self-development. That was just my season to go through that. And so figuring out what self-development was, being my own resource, getting on those team pages, like knowing what I was struggling with. And so just keep going on it, learning about it more. I also got into like Bible studies with some of the girls on here, and that helped me a lot. And so just figuring out what speaks to you and who you can relate to. Like a lot of mornings when I'm getting ready, getting my makeup on for work, I'll throw on Britt's podcast or Katie's podcast. Just every single morning. It's just something I have to do. And even today, not having to work, because I had the day off, I was putting makeup on, and it was weird not having a podcast on, and I just had to do it because it's just my normal. So, and then back about a month and a half ago, I got a one-on-one with Kiana and talked to her about some things. You know, my upline had told me, you know, she's got a background in sales and, you know, some of the things that I do at work. And so she suggested, you know, talking to Kiana, and I talked to her a little more. And one of my struggles was trying to fit it in because I've got a busy schedule, and with contracts and stuff like that, I can't be on my phone at work. I can't be posting when I'm at work. And so I was struggling with trying to figure out like how to portray it to my audience that I love my job and I'm not like leaving my job, because I felt like this, I feel like a lot of our team is trying to leave their jobs and stay home. So I didn't have anyone to relate to. So just figuring out who I was, like that one-on-one just helped a ton for me. So I'm just reading my notes. So over time, I've just learned like I'm not where I want to be yet, and I'm not where other people are, and I see where other people are, but I'm not going to sit there and like dwell on that. Like, I'm not going to sit there and go to the chats and whine that I'm not where I am, or go to my upline and be like, what's going on? Because I know what I'm not doing. I know what I'm lacking, and I know what I need to improve. You know, sometimes you need to just call yourself out and be like, are you really doing all the things you're saying you're doing? Like, and I know, like I ask myself that every day because I know I'm missing something. And you know, it could be anything. It could be maybe I didn't go and do my birthdays. It could be, you know, I didn't go on my Instagram, like, because I relate more to Facebook. Just whatever it is, it doesn't even have to be something that big, but just make sure you're calling yourself out and like, are you really doing all the things? Because I guarantee you're probably not. And I know I'm never doing all the things. There's always something I'm missing. So one of the things that's helped me a ton is making sure that I'm planning out everything, making, you know, with trying to fit it into my life, I have to write it down. If I don't write it down, I'm not going to remember it. So every time there's a Zoom, every time there's a picture in the chats of what's going to be planned for the week, I write those down every single week. Every Sunday I plan it. Even before like we started getting on these Zooms on Sunday mornings, like I would go on there and I would plan it at night. And you know, just making sure that I'm getting on the trainings and staying close to everything that's going on. When I'm at work, if I'm in a store and, you know, being a manager, I can be on my phone because I work from my phone. So like I'll fit IPs in there. I'll fit IPs on if I'm going to the bathroom, just any little time I can. If I'm at my desk and there's a Zoom or work with me, just anything, I am always putting it on my headphones so I can listen to it, just so I can hear it. And then I'll go back and I'll take notes on it later. Just whatever I can fit in, I do. And then trying to make efforts in places that scare me, getting out of my comfort zone. You know, I made a goal for this month to host 2 work with me's and to host a training. I'm trying to get on more lives, and it's been easier, you know, being able to get on and talk with you girls. It's been easier to do it with my audience too. Bye. And so just, sorry, my husband's walking in the room. So yeah, that was like helping me grow my confidence and bringing out happiness and learning to serve and not sell, because I'm learning new things and trying new things and just seeing what works for me. Um, so, and something that Britt always says, and it just sticks with me every day, I literally write this in my notebook like every day, is nothing changes if nothing changes. I tell myself every day, and I have a few people close to me too, that have been dealing with anxieties, and I've been able to relate with them and talk with them. And I've been bringing that up to them too. Like, okay, so what is it you want to change? What is it that is in your way, but you're not changing it? Like, if you're not going to change it, you're not going to get any different. And so I keep telling myself that every day, and I keep trying to help. I've been helping a friend of mine and my husband as well, um, try to go through that and just trying to learn, and I'm learning too with it. Um, so just do it for you, do it for your kids, do it because you need it. Figure out what your why is. One of the things that my upline told me in the beginning, and it took me a little bit to figure it out, but she told me that my why wasn't big enough and that my why should make me cry. And I didn't understand that. It took me a little while to understand that, and I finally figured it out. I finally figured out that it was sitting on my heart that I didn't want my kids to go through what I had gone through, struggling financially. And, it wasn't just I wanted to send them to school. It wasn't just, the little things, but in the bigger picture, that's what it was. And, so make sure you're not using your why as your excuse. That's like the last thing I have in my notes, is make sure you're not using your why as your excuse. Like I was doing that for a while. My kids are running around. I can't get on, I can't get on a Zoom, or I can't go do a live. Like, I mess up my words. I'm not good at talking. Like, and here I am talking to you guys because it's time to get out and time to grow and think about what the future. Yeah. And it's time to think about what it is going to do for my future, what it's going to do for my family. And so get out of your comfort zone. It's time to grow, especially right now. I started in April last year, so I don't know what the season is, but I know that it's something exciting. And so, yeah, that's all I have.
And let me tell y'all, she messaged me earlier. She had already told me she was nervous, which I assumed, but she was like, I have something weird to say, or I'm feeling like, she was like, I don't feel like my energy is just, I guess she probably kind of meant like when me and Brittany get fired up, we get fired up. And she was like, I'm not really like that. So what if I'm not on the training? I was like, girl, you're you. We're going to feel that. You have to be who you are. And I just had to tell her that, because that's the thing with you all too. Maybe some of you all haven't ever hosted a training, or you don't go live because you don't get hyped up like me and Brittany do. Maybe we're too much sometimes. Okay. You have to be who you are. You don't, like, honestly, everything that Jamie just said and shared, her voice, like, do y'all like listening to Philip? Like, I like listening to Philip, okay? I like to watch his stories because his voice. That's how Jamie is for me too. We all don't need to be this extra person. Like, you have to be who you are. Like, I'm so like chilled and like, I don't know, like everything that Jamie said, I've been there and I can relate to. And I've sat here and watched you all nod your heads and say you relate to. You all have to, and that's the thing, you all have to be who you are. You're never too much for your people. You're gonna attract your people, and you just have to own who you are. I mean, there's been times where I didn't want to do trainings or do lives because I'm not the miniature Tony Robbins like Brittany is on her lives. Like I for real will talk myself out of doing live sometimes because I'm like, yeah, no, I can't. I don't have a vocabulary like her. I stutter. Like, y'all know, if y'all listen to me, I'm a stutterer. Like, Kiana will make fun of me. But I mean, it's just how it is. You have to just be who you are. So I really wanted to just brag on her about how far she's came and, just doing things like this. And I want to encourage you all to do that too. If you all haven't hosted a training, please reach out and host a training. Everyone has something to share. Her story was different than everyone else's. You definitely called me out. I stayed back because, it cut it off. Everybody's y'all are blowing up the chat. I can't even read them. They're all so fast. But oh, this message is for me. Stop in your voice. See, look at all these. Look at all this, Jamie. I just wanted to say I'm so proud of you, and I just wanted to just point out that I want you all to step up. I want you all to be you. I know Letisa just started doing her own op lives and stuff, and she was like, "I was so nervous. I don't know if I did good," but we have to start somewhere. Your first training is just like Erica said. I hosted Erica's first training with her ever. And then look how many she's done since then. Look how often she goes live. You have to start somewhere. And then I wanted to touch on Jamie said that she signed up in April last year. So she has no idea what the season is about to hold. A lot of you all are in the same boat. I know, like Tiffany and Letisa, like all of them weren't here last year at this time. I'm telling you all, we've been preaching to get ready and stay ready for a reason. And like we keep saying, it's not going to be like an overnight. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and there's going to be 50 people in your inbox. That's not what we mean. But what we mean is, we just got these stimulus checks, more people, there may be another round. This world is unknown. Every day something is changing in this world and people are waking up and realizing like working from home. Sorry, somebody's calling me. Working from home is the new norm. So more people are going to be more curious. More people are going to have an open mind. Some people are with other businesses and they're throwing money away or they're, not being treated right, not being paid well. They're going to realize these things. When they see that this company is just pouring money into cancer institutes and they're pouring money into our pockets, you have to just show up and share that. You are the vessel for someone else, whether it's people in other companies, people that just have never done this. Like I said, there's stimulus checks, there's taxes coming. I mean, people are going to invest. You just have to give them a reason. You just have to show up every day and share what you love about the products and the business. And everybody will come to you, I promise. So, does anybody else have anything to share before we cut this off? Anybody? Nope. Maybe. Alrighty, well, happy Tuesday, happy payday. I'm glad you all jumped on. Once again, I'm so proud of you, Jamie, and I hope you all have a great night. Bye.